from Thomas Wellwright. My name is Jency Regis, and we are going to demonstrate to you the calibration of the Retrotech fans. With us we have 3 Retrotech fans, and the main purpose of this is to compare the volume of the fan with the volume through the conical inlet. The calibration chamber is built as per British standard BS 848 fans for general purpose. The measuring equipment that we used are the airflow PVM 100. This helps in measuring the conical inlet differential pressure. The DM2 Retrotech is used to measure the chamber pressure in port A, and in port B the fan pressure and equivalent flow. We also use a calibrated timer to record timings between each reading. We also use the weather station to measure the ambient temperature, relative humidity, barometric pressure. We have developed an Excel sheet where we have inputted the formulas from BS 848 to manually calculate the flow reading from the conical inlet nozzle. We also use a digital thermometer to measure the temperature inside the chamber. Talking a little about the chamber construction. The size of this chamber is 1.4 into 1.4 into 2.4 meter. We have constructed a conical inlet nozzle of diameter 298 mm. The airflow straightener is also built as per BS 848. The conical transition from the conical inlet to the chamber is of diameter 300 mm, length 1.3 meter and diameter 1000 mm. The calibration chamber has 4 pressure tapping, which is located as per BS 848, 2 pressure tapping on this side and 2 pressure tapping on the other side. We have also constructed resistance screen as per BS 848. The resistance screen are 60%, 50% and 45% of free area successive in the direction of flow. If you notice carefully, there are 3 thermocouples to measure the temperature inside the chamber. This is about the chamber construction. Now the fan in the B range is fixed and is ready for calibration. Before calibration, ensure that the calibration procedure is in hand. Ensure that the door to the warehouse where the calibration is to happen is closed at all times to avoid any external disturbance such as wind and rain. Make sure a 2-meter clearance is maintained in front of the fan and in front of the conical nozzle. Next, we will describe about the connection of the pressure ports. The airflow PVM 100, one port is exposed to the ambient atmosphere, whereas the other port is connected to the 4 pressure tapping of the conical inlet nozzle. The Retrotech DM2 one port is exposed to the ambient atmosphere, whereas the other side of the port is connected through the 4 pressure tapping to the other inlet of port A. Port B measures the fan pressure and the equivalent fan volume. The next step in calibration is to set up a chamber pressure of 50 pascal, and we allow this to run for 10 minutes to stabilize the calibration environment. So we come here and we set the room pressure to 50 pascal. We start the timer at this moment and allow it to run for 10 minutes. And the stabilization time is reaching 10 minutes. Soon after 10 minutes, we will record the ambient condition, the conical inlet nozzle, the chamber pressure, the fan flow, and the temperature inside the chamber. First of all, we record the ambient condition, 33.3 degrees, relative humidity of 24%, ambient pressure of 1013 MB. We record a conical inlet of 60, in chamber pressure of 50.2, and an airflow of 2520 with a fan pressure of 72.2. And next we record from the digital thermometer the temperature inside the chamber. Having all these values, we will now calculate the volume flow from BSEN 848 using the Excel sheet. And we get the volume through the conical inlet nozzle as 2404. Our next step is to increase the fan capacity up to 95% and get the same set of data. We will measure for 5 different fan pressures, the highest pressure being the fan speed of 95% and the lowest being at a fan pressure of 20 pascal. After we finish with the first fan, we will move on with the second and the third fan, and all these data will be collected and will be sent to you. Thank you.